Yay. Better in it. There we go. We're here, live. Let's put the Billy Joe Saunders fight on. Don't know how to do it. Input. More input. More input. There we go. At the minute we've got Soto versus Takayama. Been a great fight. Body shot by Soto. In round 8 to 12 now. Go Mucky B, you're out. Need my best, bud. Oh, good shot. Left hand, good left hand jab he's got Soto. Did you put my messages on, baby? Did you put the messages on so I can see what messages I get? My phone will let me know, won't it? Yeah, pass it over. It's got full power in it and everything. Tried to get zone through my TV, but my smart TV wasn't a secure platform, wasn't it, Saz? Turn my phone on so you can see my comments, so I can see your comments. And job's a good one. Oh, I thought he would have won this by now. I don't know what that was. Whatever he said. Pressure now. He's not saying that, he's going, wait,
overhand right, just flipping the guard at the head of Takayama, then the left hook landed nice, flush on the face of Takayama. We're seeing that far too often. They can let Takayama though with a body shot. Soaking up a really jab there. Soaking, I think he should be doing more jabs. Then the right hook comes on the back of that jab. Then the left hook just missed.
And more body shots from Soto. You see Takayama investing to the body, and maybe that's what he has to throw.
You're right, Soto should be just testing that body, see what reaction he gets when he
Oh, good start the round, Soto. It's good Soto, like, you know. Look at Takayama's movement, man, his movement. He's like... See how fast he is, man. You're not going to catch him. Are these in... Oh, good shots. He's in the same weight as Conor Ben. It's good sort of like. I like his trunks. His trunks look like real shots. Turn it down. Don't want that on. Oh, I missed what happened. He's give it up. He just stopped it. Referees just stopped it there. Takayama's took it. Takayama's just been... He didn't even look like he was knocked out or anything. He just... The referee stopped it. Referee stopped it. Soto should have... What sort of referees have got in here? Poor Soto. Poor Soto. That was a poor stoppage that by the sound of that. Yeah, they restart the fight there. It's not even finished. Parts are good off. Never. He stopped it. This.
Yo, when does the match start?
What did the referee say there, Dodgy? Nothing? Oh God, looks like Billy Jones has got against the referees as well.
What time does Canelo fight?
Look at that stadium. The stadium is beautiful.
By the referee. But it's not the referee's job really to be compassionate. He's got to have the, a paramount importance is the safety of the fighter. So I don't think Takayama was there really getting hurt or damaged.
I mean, I understand compassion, Cole, but if you look at the resume of Takayama,
I think it's going to start in a minute.
he went the distance to Choco Latino Gonzalez. He finished 16 world-title fights. You gotta give a man like that.
Not long now. They've just finished this fight here, so I don't know. I think it's the next one.
Well, not to take away from
Not too sure. I haven't got the card up, so I don't really know.
He was landing by far the heavier punches.
Look, the momentum has been in Elwin Soto's direction, but he ran into lightning here.
That fight there, Soto and Takayama shouldn't have been stopped.
Into the end, he deserved it. So yeah, Soto, let's give Soto some credit. He was landing good shots early on. He dominated the first 2, 3, 4 rounds. Maybe lost one at first 4, but he was dominating sports. He was looking good, looking the business. Takayama deserved. Let's send it into the round, into the ring now. David Diamante to make it official.
Shouldn't have been stopped that like. Absolute disgusting. Referee. Lawrence Skull, I hope he's not Billy Joe Saunders.
2 minutes and 44 seconds of round number 9. The winner by TKO and still the WBO Junior Flyweight Champion of the world, Elwin
Soto. Nah, it shouldn't have been stopped that like. There was no damage caused.
What will you make of Elwin Soto's performance here in Texas?
Look, Elwin Soto did his job. He was in there with a tough, legendary Japanese fighter. No shame there. Elwin Soto did what he had to do. He wasn't going to take
Hard luck, Takayama. A good fight to Takayama. He still had loads of energy left at the end. There was no way. His punch performance was getting better, and Soto's was draining. It could have changed around.
It was an entertaining scrap to say, Carl, as we jump into our highlights, and it was for the WBO World Light Flyweight Championship. So it was entertaining.
So is there any way I can get the messages bigger?
Soto was going to really get a stoppage and finish him off. It was like a big shot to see here. But Takayama's legs.
What time does Canelo fight? He's asking. I need it bigger, so like normally we've been blind and stuff.
And I'm telling you right now, look, this is what Elwin Soto does right. He's a bulldozer, a sharp combination. Early in the fight, he was looking for a big shot. Those shots were going to do it. The little chopping combination punches from the inside. But this is what Takayama was doing good work. Punching, exchanging with Soto. It was an entertaining fight. Soto did what he had to do, but so did Takayama.
The heart of a Japanese warrior, no doubt about it, for Takayama. And you know he wanted to continue on, but for some reason, Carl, the referee...
Look at the referee shouldn't. Yeah, he was knackered. Look, he broke off. He was good. He was ready for the next battle. Yeah, that's Billy Joe Saunders and Canelo's referee. He'll stop it after the first punch. Canelo punched him and he stopped. Right, the tracksuits. Bright red tracksuits with signatures all over them. Look at that.
So another result goes in the books on tonight's 4-fight main card, which leaves us only one fight to go. It's for the Ring Magazine, the WBC, WBO, and WBA Super Middleweight Championships of the World, Alvarez and Billy Joe Saunders.
I think there's one fight to go before it starts. I think that's what he just said. What's a good thing earlier on, Sarah? Women versus men in boxing, and all the women were knacking the men. The women were knacking the men. There was this one woman, she was fighting this big, massive, fat, giant bloke, and she beat him. Kicked his ass.
Watch over 30 years of archive fights, award-winning documentary film, and the exclusive DAZN boxing show.
It's good this DAZN, like, isn't it, Saz?
Interviews with boxing's biggest names every weekday.
Shut up, Eddie.
The biggest stars, the greatest fights. Only on DAZN.
Only on DAZN.
Alright, welcome back. Before we do move ahead and take you on towards the main event, just one of the things we do want to tell you about NFTs. I'm sure you know this, by the way.
Katie Abdul, you used to have a dress like that, Sarah. Just a leather one. With no straps, can you remember? You used to always get me to pull it up at the back. It was a leather strap like that. Went straight round. It didn't have no straps on.
DAZN's first NFT drop lands with Canelo versus Saunders. Engage with the fight like never before, with exclusive DAZN NFT collectibles, digital assets that fans can buy, trade and collect. Bid on and buy collectibles in 4 limited edition collections, including a Tiffin-like prediction series that comes with a chance to earn real-world rewards. Watch the fight live to see which NFTs win, and look out for details during the broadcast of a special post-fight drop. Don't miss DAZN's first NFT drop. Live on DAZNboxing.io.
And the good news is that you can own a piece of the fight in a brand new way.
There he is, he's looks sweated up, he could be next. He's getting his gloves on now. Canelo could be on next. Could be on now.
On the bottom of the screen to take part.
He's all sweaty. It looks like he's had a good warm up, Canelo. Nice gloves. Light blue with gold, and nice them.
In this fight will crown Billy Joe Saunders, a British boxing legend. 6 other British fighters before him have travelled overseas to face Canelo, and not one of them went home with a win. For Billy Joe Saunders is not a man to follow the script.
Canelo Alvarez was made it perfectly clear his goal in 2021 is to unify.
Light blue with gold thumbs. He's got gloves on. They look nice, them. I like to get it off them, like. Mind you, he's only a midget.
No one is going to beat Canelo. No other fighter at 168 has the resume that Canelo has. To be a great, you've got to be fearless.
To fight a great, you have to be serious.
I don't give a about Canelo Alvarez. Not too.
Why are you cutting it out? It's like 1 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning.
This fight is a mega fight. It's history collecting all the belts and get in this sport to win the belt.
What time is it? 4 o'clock in the morning it is. What are you cutting the swearing out for?
These two fighters are fearless. This is my night. We do what I want to do.
This is the toughest fight left for Canelo Alvarez.
As I used to say, we're not here to take part or to take over. It will not be all his own way.
This is going to be a massive fight.
This is his legacy.
Welcome again to a packed
AT&T Stadium.
Arlington, Texas, and I mean packed, by the
Look
way.
at it, look at it on the roof. It's been got lights on the roof, man.
Here. Just a few months ago, that felt impossible. It feels so good to be in a fight like this. I can't tell you how much I missed it. The fans, they are here in number. So tonight, super middleweight unification battle.
12 rounds.
Canelo Alvarez wants only one thing in 2021, and that is to win all the belts at 168 as he continues to write his name into history.
Wait, the same fight?
Saunders has never lost, but he's also never fought anyone.
He's fighting the ginger Mexican.
This is his shot at greatness. But
Must be half
once
Scottish.
again, tonight is about
Wow, look, it's chock-a-block. Look at that stadium, Sarah.
and after this fight week, it became a bit
There's no seat empty.
It is the best kind
There's no
of
seat
fight.
empty. What about coronavirus?
And depending on where you are watching this, whether it's in the US, the UK, Australia, or the other
70,000 people?
Yeah. It's either very late, very, very early, or it's already tomorrow. Either way, we appreciate you being with us tonight. Thank you very much. You will not be disappointed.
No, they haven't.
I think that's
What, they've tested 70,000 people?
Junior Chris Mannix as well with us.
It's in Texas, they're not bothered.
Because we talked about the opportunity that is. This is
Home of the cowboy.
Canelo Alvarez, Roy is a 4-division champ. He's unified in 3 divisions. He's the biggest star in boxing.
Yeah, like that dress there, Sarah, remember it?
Is he an all-time great for you?
You used to have a dress like that.
An all-time great due to the fact of
Your boobs were bigger.
I think he's an all-time great.
Hey, don't have like that in the street.
Oh, yeah, shit, sorry. Keep forgetting I'm streaming.
It feels like a running theme though with Canelo that he doesn't get the credit that we think he actually deserves. My notes fell all over the place. Sorry everybody if you heard a thud. Do you think that he's getting that credit finally, Chris? And is this the fight that will help towards that?
I think he gets the credit.
Keep Canelo and carry on. So they keep calm and carry on. It's keep Canelo and carry on.
He might be the only fighter in
Here on the top, it looks like Alvin and the Chipmunks. Where are the Chipmunks? Alvarez Canelo and this Canelo Alvarez.
He looks for the best possible opportunities, and because he is Canelo Alvarez, people come to him, he takes on all those challenges.
Just the sound in this place is absolutely incredible.
Getting his gloves signed up now for the officials.
We've all seen boxers fighting in these empty halls, Roy, and it felt like sparring for some of them. How much do you think that these two fighters are going to live off this energy tonight?
These two fighters are really going to appreciate being back to normal, to having a crowd again.
Got rocks in his gloves.
A lot for Canelo Alvarez because most of the crowd will belong to him. But to the contrary, but I also need a lot to Billy Joe Saunders because Billy Joe Saunders loves to try to silence a crowd.
There's not an empty seat.
All right, well listen everybody, if Billy Joe Saunders can get the W tonight, it will go down as one of the biggest wins by a British fighter of all time. Let's check in with Darren Barker and Chris Lloyd as they look at what Saunders has to do to get the victory.
The one thing we talked about is frustration in spots that Canelo showed against Lara because of the movement. Picks him up at one point, doesn't he? And that's a little sign for you that he's just getting frustrated, couldn't get to him as fast as he was.
Yeah, and look, we've seen Billy Joe Saunders against David Lamoon, how he annoyed him with the alley shuffle, the swinging of the arm. I think that's what Billy was trying to do. Try and frustrate Canelo, try and get him to fight out of character, try and get him to...
He was awesome against Lamoon, like. Best I've ever seen Billy Joe Saunders. I've never seen him that good since. He wasn't even that good when he fought Eubank, was he? Eubank nearly had him. If it went another couple of rounds, 14 rounds, he'd have had him.
Be a factor on Saturday night. A psychological one and a small one, but every bit of percentage, I guess, helps.
It's in his nature. Billy Joe Saunders likes to wind his opponents up. We see it with Chris Eubank Jr. as well. He will definitely, from the first bell, try and annoy Canelo.
These two fighters are fearless. No other fighter has the resume that Canelo has. This is normal. This is a legacy.
There he is warming up.
We can see that Tyson Fury, the Gypsy King, in the background as Billy Joe Saunders warms up. You have to wonder if Tyson Fury has had...
Look at Tyson Fury's purple shoes. Looks like he's got his slippers on. He looks more nervous than Billy. Tyson Fury looks more nervous than Billy Joe Saunders.
Do you think that will play out in the fight? Will we see Canelo being emotional, Chris?
No, I don't think we'll see Canelo be emotional. In fact, I think Billy Joe Saunders got under the skin of Eddie Reynoso more than he did Canelo Alvarez.
That's fast. If he does that, his chin, that's it, game over.
With the antics of Floyd Mayweather. He spent an entire fight week build-up, as Roy knows, with Gennady Golovkin and his team basically accusing him of being a cheater. None of that affected the approach of Canelo Alvarez. I don't believe that anything Billy Joe Saunders has done mentally is going to affect him tonight.
Roy, I don't know if you're a predictions guy. A lot of people aren't predictions people, but this is the last time we're going to hear from you before this fight gets started. What should people be looking for? How is this fight going to play out? What's your expectation?
It's hard for me to predict the fight, but I'm going to tell you that the referee was so excited about the main event that he accidentally stopped the fight early to try to hurry up and get to the main event. So that should tell you how good this fight is about to be. In my opinion, you have a guy who's never lost and a guy who does not like to lose. Whose will be the strongest? With a guy who's never lost...
Really sweaty Canelo, isn't he? Looks like he's warmed up well.
Or with a guy who does not like to lose, impose his will and beat the guy who's never lost. That's the question.
That is the question, and it's the best kind of combination, isn't it? Listen, we are almost ready now to take you ringside then for tonight's main event. Let's take you out.
Here we go, the main event's about to start.
No, you're here. I'm right here. My bad. Sergio Mora, the top Richard and the top front.
Sir Carl Froch.
Yes, indeed. We've got the battle of the serpents here. We've got the Cobra, Carl, and the Latin Snake and Sergio Mora. I'll start with you, Sergio. What kind of fight do you expect to see in our main event?
Scientific sniper in Billy Joe Saunders and an aggressive wrecking ball in Canelo. We know that Canelo's aggressive. We know that he lands on a high percentage. But we know Billy Joe Saunders, we know what he can do behind that jab. Sneaky left uppercut. Not standing in front of Canelo. It's going to be boxer versus puncher. This is what boxing's all about.
I agree, Billy Joe Saunders has got to move and box and keep out of the way. Canelo's going to back him up. I think he's probably going to get to him, but it's going to be an exciting one, whatever happens. Well, we know that Billy Joe Saunders has hyped up his traveler background.
Let's put in on first, says.
There's magic in the air here in Arlington.
I'm getting cold on my back.
Tonight as we look at Canelo Alvarez, let's find Chris Maddox. I believe, in fact, he's talking now with the heavyweight champion of the world.
Of the world is picking Canelo Alvarez.
This size Tyson Fury is massive, isn't he?
Hell no. I go back a long way with Billy Joe.
I was going to say someone else there, but I'm not going to say.
I know what he's capable of. I know what he can deliver. I know what he can do. He's trying really hard for this fight. The role is injury free. I'm expecting to see the best of Billy Joe Saunders tonight.
When you beat Deontay Wilder last February,
yeah,
you did it in a way no one expected. You showed us something we didn't expect.
No, it's just black under there. He's been sparring. He's on holiday. He's not training. He's just sparring.
Very hard to beat. That's why he's been unbeaten in over a decade.
He's keeping himself conditioned. Yeah, he was fighting him off. He was just having a mess about, wasn't he? I see him getting jabbed in the stomach and stuff. Loads of people. One of them caught him in the eye. And on the other eye, he's all marked up.
We've heard about that cloth, that traveler heart that everyone keeps talking about. What does that mean, and how will that help him in the ring tonight?
You know, it goes back a long, long way, thousands of years, and it's only to this moment, you know, England and Joe from the same era. That's 2008, we go back to the 2008 Olympic squad.
Getting his face conditioned for when he faces Joshua. So his face can take the hits.
Still on top. He's a two-weight, two-division champion. You're going to see something special tonight. I really do believe that Billy Joe Saunders beats Canelo Alvarez here on points here in America.
Thanks, Tyson.
On points.
There is Billy Joe Saunders. And Carl, how important is the fighter's mentality
that's
when
it.
you enter on a huge stage like this? Listen, the mentality and the mindset is massive in any sport at top level, especially in boxing. You have to believe yourself when you get in there, because if you switch off and you're not sure.
Yeah, this is combat, mate. Yeah.
I don't think Billy Joe Saunders is in any danger of that. He's full of confidence and belief. Sergio,
I had to put that on to get me the video on. You have to have a game on, so I put the F22 Raptor on.
Stay calm, that's his mentality, or in this case, the new shirt, it's stay Canelo. Stay Canelo, and that's exactly what he's going to do, but he's in there with Billy Joe Saunders.
You can't make it be full video.
Challenges like this, a man that's never tasted defeat, an Olympian, a two-division world champion. You can never doubt a fighter like this, a slick sniper like Saunders.
And without further ado, let's go to our tail of the tape for our main event of the evening. It is for the unified.
Pass forward to the referee, like I do on YouTube. Oh, 30, 31. 5'9", 5'11". 167.4 Canelo. Saunders 167.8. Reach 70 and 71. Stand 9 count, no 3 knockdown rule. Cannot be saved by the bell in any round. Only referee can stop the fight. Accidental foul. Go to the scorecard after the 4th round.
Without further ado, we go into the ring, and the legendary voice of boxing,
punch her in the nuts. Here we go. It's time. The fight starts now.
Honor the two main event champions and the host nation with the 3 national anthems.
3 national anthems. Oh God, there's an American singing "God Save the Queen." Oh God, Americans can't sing "God Save the Queen." Never even the British. They had all the booze. Three national anthems: England, Mexico and America. I wonder if they got a rematch in the contract. They must have, because I don't think none of them want to lose the belts. You know what I mean? They're devastated. Rami Nominee. It was Rami Nominee from Mexico. God save Mexico. Wow, they could have got a smaller girl. I think she's got Julio up her top. We're singing the national anthems now. I'll be in a minute. Is that the Mexican national anthem? Oh my god, it sucks. Whoa! I'm going to torture one when I see him tomorrow. Your Mexican national anthem one is absolutely crap. Whoa! She's going to bust her tiddly strings. We should go to Mexico, Saz. It's good Mexico, you know. Get yourself a poncho and a sombrero. Hasn't it finished yet? Wow, that took some dough in that national anthem. She's got Julio up at top. Well, where's she going? She's going in the floor.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, to sing the national anthem for the United States of America, please welcome Grammy-nominated international recording star and Texas...
It'd be funny if she come out and sang the Canadian national anthem, wouldn't it, instead of America? Oh Canada, oh Canada, right next to America, oh Canada. That's it, she's past the thing now. And she's got a big butt. Like, holy shit. He looks confused, Canelo, and he's only in the dressing room.
Show the fight.
Show the fight, I can't.
Put it, please.
Put it, please. Can't, sorry. It's my reaction to the fight. I can tell you all about it, what the scorecards I think will be. Put the fight on. How can I put the fight on YouTube? I can't put it on YouTube.
You can. It's live and straight on YouTube and that.
I'm watching it now.
Emily
Getting comments coming in now.
Video it.
Don't be scared. Show it.
I'm leaving. Bye. Have fun.
Have a look. Have a look.
Don't be scared. Show it. Sorry, mate.
Should we go live on your phone?
No, I'm not going live. No. You can watch me watching that. Comments coming in now. Don't be scared. Show it. No, mate. Buy DAZN. It's only cheap. If you were Mexican and you had no money, then you'd be able to watch it. That must be one. Is that one?
From the house that Jerry Jones built,
Hey, it's not one. I don't know what it is.
the home of the Dallas Cowboys.
Here we go. Dallas Cowboys. Sponsored by Budweiser. And Cold Shug's Midget Porn.
So let's get this party started.
Here we go. Let's get the ring walk started. Decide that TV. I want that TV. He was awesome against Stafford Lemieux, wasn't he? Billy Joe Saunders. Have you got a pen over there, Sarah? So maybe scores down. Well, I think it is. And then you can check them out with the real scores tomorrow. Are you sure you haven't got a pen over there? Where's my pen? Go and get it out before I pluck it from you, darling. Oh, you have got one over there, have you? Right, what I'll do is I'll put that in there because that's the Saturday races. Winston Churchill. Thanks, baby girl. We will never surrender. Couldn't he? Sounds Canelo, there you go. Scoreboard ready. Twiggy cool scoreboard.
Billy Joe Saunders began fighting with his brother in the living room at the age of 5 years old when he got his first pair of gloves, and he said they wouldn't stop fighting even when the babysitter would come and try and break him up. He said they turned and beat up the babysitter.
He used to beat up the babysitter.
From a massive crowd before, Carl, what's going through his mind right now? Listen, not what was going through my mind, because I wasn't dancing, singing, And I wasn't just relaxed, I was focused and concentrating. You can see here Billy Joe Saunders really enjoying himself, soaking ill. Yeah, but you know what, Paul? You and Billy Joe have totally different temperament then. This man carries himself with swag. He's absorbing it. This is what's going to make him shine. This is exactly what he needs to do. Absorb it. That's what you're going to have to shine.
That's right. There's a big difference here. It's what works for you, and this works for Billy Joe Saunders.
Go on, Billy, lad.
And remember, he is a world champion. This is a unification fight. He's been to the top. He's defended his title. But this, by far, the biggest night of his life.
Can you see that okay on the stream? Should be able to hear it. Hi. Hi, Ben. How you doing, buddy? Welcome to the stream. Watching the Billy Joe Saunders fight. Are you live? C'est comme ci, c'est comme ça. Here we go, it's time.
Please show it, dude.
Oh, he looks like he's cooled down. He doesn't look as sweaty now, does he? Oh, he does. See his poncho? You look like Alvin and the Chipmunks, mate.
You want one of them, don't you?
Not that one. I want a proper Mexican one, a green one. See the end, the Alvarez sign? It looks like the Alvin and the Chipmunks sign. This is why I want to go to Mexico, all the music. Yeah, 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 yeah! Oh, we've had another message. Please show it, dude. Sorry, mate. You watch my dancing. Hey, la 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 la. It's like being in Spain. Look at them dresses, Saz. Look at the dresses on the Spanish girls there. Our kids will love them. Look at them.
Low-Baton military base.
From the AT&T Stadium. What a stadium that is. What a nice stadium.
Are you gonna show it?
Oh, we've had another message. No, I'm not going to show it. I'm sorry, mate, but I can't. What I am going to show is write the scores down and tell you what I think. And then we'll see what these Mexican judges think. See if it's the same. Or if they're watching a different fight. Here he is. Little fat Canelo. Hey, fatty! Bloody hell, it's like Mexico. It's in America. Viva Mexico! Oh, we're getting messages coming in thick and fast.
We are going to scrap
Rockets.
what's left.
Can't read it. Oh no, the rocket's going to hit right on the middle of the centre stage. The Chinese rockets. Oh my God.
An unforgettable Cinco de Mayo weekend celebration here in Arlington as Mexico has taken
We're going to scrap what's left. Yes, well said.
And here comes the kid who was once bullied for his
It's Juan. How you doing, Juan?
He said one day at the age of 11 I've had enough. I left
Here we goes. It's me and you, Juan. England against Mexico.
bully, and I liked it. I liked it too much, and I knew my life was going to change forever. And now
Get your scorecard out, Juan.
has become
Let me know what your scorecards are afterwards.
Boxing bully and boxing superstar. How about this? That was a slow entrance by Canelo. Billy Joe had his mind game. This is the way the champ has his mind game. Taking his time to the ring.
Who won?
Doesn't bother everybody.
Unbeatable in the build-up for this, and I'm not going to argue with him. His only defeat came at the hands of one of the greatest in Mayweather Jr.
He got butchered off Mayweather. Absolutely filled in. Couldn't catch him. He was his words. I couldn't catch him. I couldn't catch him. I cried because I couldn't catch him. And he was only young then. Now he's old. He's old now. He's 30-year-old.
Joe is going to
Canelo.
win.
30-year-old now. He won't have the actions. If he couldn't catch Mayweather, he's not going to be able to catch Benito Saunders.
Serving the Dallas-Fort Worth metropolitan area, Eddie Hearn. For match
Eddie Hearn.
in association with Canelo Promotions, proudly presents live on the zone the main event of the evening. 12 rounds of boxing for the Unified Super Middleweight Championship of the world.
He looks slow and sluggish, doesn't he, Canelo? He doesn't look like he normally does.
There are parties with this fight on in my neighborhood. 8-9
Have you overworked him in the dressing room or something?
I saw one garage open with it on.
Looks like they've
Who
overworked
do
him in the
you
dressing room.
want
He looks
to win, lad?
knackered.
Manager Greg Alvarez. Also sanctioned by the World Boxing Council, President Mauricio Sullivan. The World Boxing Organization, President Francisco Paco Barcarcel, and the World Boxing Association, President Gilberto Jesus Mendoza, and also recognition by the prestigious Ring Magazine title belt. The three judges at ringside scoring will be Vin Cheatham, Max DeLuca, and Glenn Feldman. And
Nevada, California, and Connecticut, where the judges are from. So there's no Mexican judges. All American judges. Neutral. Nice belt, that leg.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready
Let's get ready, baby. Let's get ready, baby. Let's get ready to rumble. PJ and Duncan, what's it called now? Straight and alcohol. Come on, Billy. Let them psych you up. That's it, lad. 30 victories. No losses.
From Hatfield, England, the super middleweight fighting pride of the United Kingdom, the former undefeated middleweight world champion, the reigning, defending, undefeated WBO super middleweight.
Oh, there's a thingy. Look who's next to Tyson Fury. Ben Davis. Ben Davis, Tyson Fury's old trainer. Yeah, Canelo looks slow and sluggish here. He doesn't even look up for it. A message is coming in. What's this? Billy Joe Saunders is going to win. We don't know how that like, but we'll see about that. So what does that mean? Here, look. I think you should let Eddie Yang go in and have a fight with the both of them. I think. Where's my reading glasses? I'll be able to read it myself. I beat them both anyway. They're my weight as well, these two. And I'm blind.
The fireworks have started.
What's that one say?
Viva Mexico. Tacos and burritos.
Chug them up, chug them up. No, it doesn't matter, I can't find them.
You haven't even looked. You lazy bastard.
Woo, Viva Mexico.
Yeah.
Said wow. Could have cleaned them for me. What did he just say? You can't swear at me like that. There you go, that's all I need. Viva la Mexico from Juan. What does that say? Tacos and burritos. Yes, well said, Juan. There's only 2 people watching. Here we go, they're in. Let me watch the fight. No more messages. Good jab, Saunders. Good jab to the body as well. And it's back to the head.
I got the fight on my Russian side.
There we go.
The biggest question for me is, can Saunders show something other than the jab? 54% of the punches that Saunders lands are jab. That number jumps to the high 60s when he's in the super middleweight. I think he's going to have to show something else beyond the jab.
Canelo hasn't thrown a punch yet. 2 minutes left. Oh, jab to the body by Canelo. Jab to the body from Saunders, then a jab to the head. Oh, good shot, Saunders. Canelo's not in this, is he? Is he there? Go on, Billy, lad. Yes, well done, blocking that shot there. Canelo's at one shot. He's in now, he's got him in the ropes. He's through 3 punches. Billy Joe Saunders through, that's 10. More than 10, 11, 12. Connecting. Oh, go on, Billy, lad.
Mexico.
It's cut already, isn't he? No, he's not. Oh, Canelo was cut there. There's 3 punches back, all connecting. Time up, round 1. I'll give that to Billy Joe Saunders. 10 to Saunders. 9 to Canelo. You only flung 4 punches, and you've got to throw more punches than that, Canelo, if you want to be in it. Holy shit. 1 body shot, that's it. There was a 3-minute round. Where's me? Let's have a look at the old messages. Oh shit! It's alright. I got the fight on my Russian site. Reactive trees, Mexico. Let's see how we go for the second round. Billy Jones on that jab all the way. I think Billy Jones is going to have to do a bit in the pocket though, like Mayweather did.
That's the game plan for Billy Joe. I want to start this round a little bit more purposeful behind that jab.
Jab.
He realised he needs to just be busy with the jab because if he sits back and does nothing, and I was able to just close him down and unload him with a power shot. He doesn't want to do that.
Canelo looking for a right uppercut through a trap already. Dangerous punch, but if it lands against the southpaw,
Billy getting tired, he's holding.
funny punch that he can land.
You know, I was talking to Austin Trout this morning about how he fought Canelo and what he wants to see from Billy Joe Saunders. And Saunders just needs to keep going in and out and try to time Canelo when he moves in. I said, can Saunders do that? I said, yes, but you have to do it for 12 rounds.
Straight right hand connects for Canelo, the crowd roars.
And I said, Canelo is just relax.
Let him go, Saunders. Roll. Fight. Eddie Reynoso, the trainer for Canelo, says, listen, I don't usually make predictions. I don't tell you what Canelo's going to do or what I think he's going to do.
Oh, good shot, Billy. Oh, good shot back from Canelo though. Good shot, good shooting by both of them there. It's getting a bit more vicious now.
I don't know if you guys can see it, but I can kind of see the difference in the powerful punches immediately. When Canelo lets some shots go, it seems to overwhelm Billy Jones. Almost immediately. Billy needs to be busier. He needs to put 3 and 4s together as they get out of range. Carl, anytime a southpaw fights an orthodox fighter, that front foot battle is key. It is, yeah, trying to get the foot on the outside. And, you know, sometimes snapping on the foot happens with these southpaws. Billy Joe moving to his right, away from Canelo's right hand there. Which is a good move. And I left hook and come over the top if he's not careful. He's got to concentrate constantly. But these big shots from Canelo, he's not really. Back. Good work from Canelo there.
Canelo's looking for that counter right uppercut. He's already missed it 3 times, but he's thrown it with a lot of power.
You know, he's missed. You can't throw and miss. You've got to throw an hit.
There it is again, to the body.
This crowd has come alive. They've been waiting a couple of hours, but here they are.
That's it, Billy, that's it. Oh, good shot, Canelo.
Fainting by Canelo, really impressed with his foot feint. Billy Joe's not falling for him yet.
Ooh, that was a tough one. Sky they're even.
Usualmente trata de recibirlo abajo, pero regrésame rápido la guardia y nomás ten cuidado usualmente porque tú te pueden tratar con un pero ya viste cómo lo tienes trabajando también con la pinta, ¿ok? Píntalo al güey, píntalo, aquí lo que está todo bien, aquí, y no trates de
Demetrius Andre's there. Don't have a clue who you are, mate. Come on, Billy, put them together.
So too is Billy Joe Saunders, Chris Phoenix. How do you think Billy's doing so far?
I thought he did pretty well in the first round. Canelo has kind of a history against top opponents of sort of feeling out that first round and thinking he would again. But in that second round, you saw Canelo start to exert himself and land the heavier-handed shots.
Oh, yes, Billy.
The last three fights have come exactly 70 days from one another. Between Smith and Yildirim and now Saunders, that's an extremely high level of activity.
Yes, Billy, you locked him off his face, come on.
Yeah, most active Canelo's been in 10 years. He was telling me earlier, I just stay in the gym all the time. Why wouldn't I fight?
Canelo's corner wants more feint and to close the distance, start breaking the distance down.
Canelo said the secret to his success really isn't a secret. It's hard work.
See those feints that Billy Joe, he's biting her. He's starting to bite on those foot feints and those hand feints.
Plenty of room for Billy Joe to circle around with his 22-foot ring as he suggested. In fact, he claimed he would go home if he didn't get it caught.
Billy Joe needs to be busy with the jab and put shots together because he can't be backed up and thrown up power punches from Canelo because you can see the effects instantly. You can tell Billy Joe is worried about what's coming back because Canelo makes a small feint and he gets a reaction instantly from Billy Joe, and that's when the guy knows when he gets hit, it hurts.
And that's exactly what we see with the opponents of Canelo. When it comes to Kovalev or Jacobs, all these fighters are worried about the counters, the explosive counters of Canelo.
Good shot! Good shot, Billy.
Canelo doubled up on that right hook to the body and the head.
These are heavy blows from Canelo. He's putting lots into these shots. Billy Joe saying he's not bothering me, I'm okay. And trust me, we can see and hear these shots. They're heavy.
And it makes fighters reluctant to throw their biggest punches. Sergey Kovalev, one of the best right hands in his division.
Yes, Billy.
Throw many of them against Canelo because you do it.
We're going to get this round as well. 34 seconds left.
Strike that your opponent's scared to throw.
Saunders has done a good job thus far of staying off the rope, Sergio. You said that would be one of his keys.
Well, that's going to be key, but I want to see some more sneaky left.
Oh, good sneaky punch there.
And you can turn it into a hook as well. Hook the jab.
Canelo's not even thrown. It's just like, he looks too slow. I'm giving that to Billy Joe. Good body shots from Canelo there, but that's a Billy Joe round to me.
Now you're getting into the rhythm. That's much better now. It is wrestling. Keep that guard, be careful.
And here's that right hand that they want out of Canelo, lands on the side of the head, right on the neck. Box
again when they get hit big. Like, do you actually believe it when somebody's looking at you saying that?
Absolutely. It's a body language thing. It's, you hit me, it didn't hurt. It's just a natural reaction for a fighter.
You can't hit somebody in the back of the neck. Some shots there. And we've got round 4.
I've got it 2 rounds to 1 in favor of Canelo Alvarez. I thought Billy Joe Saunders was the more active fighter in that first round while Canelo was feeling him out. But as you heard Eddie Reynoso say, Canelo is settling into a rhythm here. He's landing his power shots. And Billy Joe Saunders,
Yeah, he's not doing out with him. He's had 3 power shots, that's it. Billy Joe's hit him about 20 times in a round. What about all the ones that are scoring for fucking Billy?
Now he's throwing more power punches. He's certainly settling in as PJ waves him in. Saunders needs to double and triple up that jab.
That's a good shot in the body, Billy. We've had it in the body again. And 3, there's 3.
Put the shots together, get some work, catch the judge's eye. Don't just sit there and soak up this big counter. Good work from Billy, nice head movement. You're going to have to have a combination. This is what he needs more of.
1-2. DJ Saunders trying to say we can't run in this fight. We got to slide and glide, outbox and outbox Canelo.
Saunders has fought only twice since winning the super middleweight title back in 2019.
Come on, Billy.
And the reason he got this fight is because Canelo is trying to unify the division. If he wins this, the last man standing will be Caleb Plant. But a long way to go. We're in round 4, scheduled for 12. Just missing with that uppercut.
Missed again with the uppercut. He's missing all his shots, Canelo. He's doing shit.
Barely missing. That's the 4th kick.
Barely missing. He was miles away.
The chin of Billy Joe Saunders.
Straight right hand from Cloud to the body.
Didn't miss that time.
And he knocked yes that time.
Mouthpiece almost came flying out of PJ Saunders there.
Mannix, that's why fighters said no. He said yes, you got me there.
I've liked the work from Billy this round. He's put more shots together. He's landed more shots, been a bit more effective.
This is a good round by PJ Saunders. Absolutely.
There's another round to Billy to me from now.
Billy in there, though, putting for the power shots. He needs to finish this round strong now. Billy not get caught with anything silly towards the end of the round.
So round to Billy. Look better there. We've got 37-40. Billy Joe Saunders. I think Saunders has took every round. Fair enough, Canelo's put a few power punches in, but he's missed most of them. And Billy's connecting.
Right, so what we're seeing here is a nice little short uppercut from Canelo, almost knocking out the gums of the Billy Joe Saunders. But that was one of the rare shots that landed in this round. Billy, for me, was the more effective at scoring shots in that round. He was busier, he upped the tempo and the work rate, and he had more success. So although that was Billy Joe's round,
Billy Joe definitely got that round.
Gypsy King, Tyson Fury, looking perhaps a little bit concerned. Hey, let's bring in Roy Jones Jr. for his thoughts on what we've seen so far, particularly from Canelo Alvarez, Roy.
main thing I've seen so far is that Canelo Alvarez has demanded a lot of respect with power shots to the body. The power shots to the body have put fear in Billy Joe Saunders, and Billy Joe does not want to be hit to the head with that same power.
Good jobs.
From those body shots.
Be checking in with Roy Jones Jr. throughout this fight.
And I agree with Carl with the last round with Saunders. I thought he boxed well and took that last round, even though he did absorb some body shots. He controlled the distance and then some good shots.
Another shot there by Canelo, but one. Billy Joe Saunders is putting more work output.
eventually catch up with you. There's another one, straight down the middle. Good work from Canelo.
Yeah, even though you block those shots, they're still going to dig into the side of your ribs, and that takes energy out.
Double jab there.
Good, yeah, well done, Billy Joe. Double jab there.
He can do more than double jab. Then put 2 shots on the back of him. Get out of range. That's what we want to see.
Saunders has a lethal left uppercut. He steps back, and if he can catch Canelo with that left uppercut, he might
catch him out.
The fight in his favor.
We can catch him with that left uppercut. He will catch him out. He's not expecting it. You're going to have to work in the pocket a bit more, Billy.
Billy Joe Saunders told us his biggest asset in this fight was his ring IQ. He thinks he's a smarter technician than Canelo in the ring.
Definitely crossing his clever. I mean, he uses...
Oh, good shots, Billy. Good shots, Billy. In and out. You're going to get another round here. Taunting him. Shaking his shoulders.
But he's fighting with confidence.
He is fighting with confidence. I'm not so sure I'll be finding my hands down quite as much, but he is starting to get into a rhythm, especially with that jab. And inside this 22-foot ring, which is the biggest ring that Billy Joe Saunders has ever fought in, he is using that early in this fight.
I actually think BJ Saunders put much better with his hands down. We see him fight with his hands down when he's comfortable, when his hands up. It's a little off the limit. Here you go, punch right now.
Good defense there from Billy. Do that one.
Oh, good shot on the break. Yes, good shot, Billy.
Shots together. He's actually landed on Canelo. 20 seconds to go in this round. It's been a good round for Saunders.
Another good round for Saunders. I've got Saunders up here all the way. Oh, Canelo's backing off. You little pussy. I thought you were a little bull. You're a pussy. Backing off of a little midget.
Canelo is just going to look for big, heavy punches. Big shots. That's not going to work for him if Billy is busy.
Yes, good shot, Billy Saunders. There's another round. I've got your 4 rounds up, mate. 3 rounds up, 1 draw. $50-46, I've got it.
Look at that big left hand by Saunders, Carl. Yeah, that was a good shot. He's landed the jab. We see the jab there. He's just flicking out, not reaching in. He's not leaving his feet behind him, so he's well balanced. And that was a nice little cheeky shot on the break.
Yeah, it was a good shot on the break. That's what I said, Carl.
To upset Canelo, believe it or not. But if you can get him reaching, you can encounter with a nice combination. Look at Billy Joe Saunders. He is starting to find his form. Waving to this crowd. Sergio, do you feel the momentum changing, or do you think it's a one-off?
No, I think it's a 2-off. I gave Billy Joe Saunders the last 2 rounds.
No, I'll give him the last 2 rounds. I'll give him all the rounds. Apart from one, round 2, I'm going to go draw.
A precise puncher like Saunders. He needs to have that swag and that confidence to be firing in all cylinders.
Rich, how do you have it? 4-5.
I've got 3 rounds to 2 in favor of Billy Joe Saunders. Saunders did an excellent job over these last 2 rounds of taking the momentum back. We saw the second and third round, Canelo got into a groove. Saunders with his combination punches, I thought regained some of that momentum, and he has been the more active, and in my opinion, the more accurate puncher.
Yeah, Saunders is smashing him here.
Another 3-2 to Canelo. That's because I gave Canelo the first round. I think landed a real heavy body shot.
Carl, what are you watching?
It was a close round. Can't argue for the other way. But I'm looking at the work now for Billy Joe. Just needs to be busier. This is evidently a fight between the power puncher who wants to back the boxer up and just nail into the body or head. Canelo's looking for the big shot. There we go, the big heavy shot.
Yeah, but it was blocked.
By Billy Joe Saunders.
What is Carl watching?
He needs to be busy. He needs to let his hand go.
Ah, you missed there, you tosser.
You don't see him miss by that much too often. Saunders doing the job.
Oh, yes, well done, Billy. Good left and right hook.
Catch and counter like Saunders right there. He needs to be busier, Carl, with the jab. More jab, just like this.
And again. Left jab, right hook. He's doing well with that. Another jab, another right hook. Canelo can't keep up. Go on, push him back, Billy. That's it. Show him the strength.
The path to victory
Left jab, right up. He's taking him clean out.
He's not being that busy because he's not being put under relentless pressure from Canelo. He's been clever with his feet, pushing the ring off Canelo, but he's not under major pressure. Billy Joe Saunders to relax and turn that big shots for the right hook, right around the guard too. Landed on the chin. Saunders shook it off. Sticks his tongue out right now. That's a nice and fury move. Well, this is a mind game. You see him start the round, his arms up, playing to the crowd.
That's what Canelo does to the point. He makes you keep your punches.
Yeah, it's good counter, Billy. Canelo's had a few extra punches this round, but he's missing his uppercut all the time. He missed that. Well done, Billy.
We have reached the halfway point of this fight. A little bit surprising. There's the owner of the Dallas Cowboys, Mr. Jerry Jones.
$60.56. Number 10-9 to Billy there. Canelo's not even. He's hitting hard shots, but he's not getting many in. He needs to hit more if he wants to win.
And this is what BJ Saunders needs to do. Catch and counter every
Oh, good shot that.
right there. Canelo felt that shot. This was a good foul by Canelo, but catch and counter if you're Billy Joe. What's in the end?
Oh, right on the chin end as well.
So here we go. Round 7 scheduled for 12. This is for the unified.
That's it, Billy. 3 and 4.
It is a very competitive fight. Some thought this would be a walkover for Canelo. It has not.
It hasn't been.
I'm impressed with the way Billy Joe Saunders has been able to block 4 of those shots. I thought they'd catch up with him. We're in the start of the second half of the fight now, and he seems to be okay and coping with this.
I would love to see him catch and counter off those punches, catching the hooks to the body and coming up with uppercuts.
Oh, good jab again, Billy. That jab's going to win you this fight.
So yeah, more of that.
More of that.
Billy Joe Saunders is letting his hands go in the ring with Canelo. More than any opponent I've seen since Canelo got off, he's throwing combinations. They're not as impactful as Golovkin's, but he's letting his hands go more than the usual Canelo opponent will.
Let's bring in Roy Jones Jr. again.
Oh, good.
What are you seeing from BJ Saunders?
Right now, the time has changed a little bit. He's allowed to throw more punches. He landed that jab effectively. He hit Canelo with a few good body shots, which is something nobody expected, including Canelo. So right now, I think Billy Joe has shifted the tide just a little bit, and Canelo needs something big right here to seize this momentum back.
Uppercut from Canelo.
Yeah, but he's missing with the uppercut. It's not, he's throwing it, but he's not hitting, is he? So how can it count?
Chris, did you expect it to be this close in round 7?
I didn't, because when you face Canelo Alvarez, as we talked about, you can talk about what you're going to do in the ring. But when you go up against that type of speed and that type of power, the game plan changes almost in an instant. But Billy Joe Saunders has stuck to his game plan, and his game plan has been incredibly effective.
Effective because this is a southpaw bad move. This is the way they fight. They're polished and sophisticated behind that jab, using southpaw angles, escaping to the right.
Roy Jones.
Much like Eric London did, Billy Joe is moving around the ring on Canelo, making it very difficult for Canelo to land a big shot. And that right there, trading is the only thing that he can do to give Canelo an advantage. As long as he keeps his fight on the outside and can trouble Canelo, he's going to keep giving Canelo problems. And Canelo has gotten away from that body attack just a little bit.
20 seconds to go here in round 7. The word outcome, Canelo, isn't really there for me.
No, he hasn't showed it all night. He's got no work.
He landed a great deal.
Right thing, the only right thing you've said all night, Carl Froch.
Billy's finding a rhythm for me.
Yes, he is, and he found a rhythm with his hands down. I think that's when he fights his best.
that's definitely Billy's, that one. Fucking hell. Did Canelo throw a punch there?
Being treated to a very competitive main event, and it is a record crowd, the largest crowd to ever witness a boxing event indoors. 73,126 in the United States.
Oh, that scorecard there says. I need to go to the toilet. Oh, what have I done?
Sorry, Carl, I know you fought for 80,000.
Give me a sec.
Get back to it. Close up that guard, son. All right. Go in here.
Round 8.
Hurry up.
Arlington, Texas, AT&T Stadium. Super middleweight championship of the world.
Canelo just knocked him out here, he's not going to beat him.
Very competitive contest.
Canelo has to knock him out this round or he's not going to beat him. He's trying, but he can't hit him, can he? Too fast.
Understand that you can't afford to lose rounds or give up an inch. And he's doing exactly what he said. It's a close fight. Insolent, punch for punch.
Chris, do you sense that Canelo's still just trying to figure it out a little bit?
Got some tab papers over there, says.
Definitely trying to figure it out. And until Joe Saunders is going,
Got them.
These are scoring shots that Saunders is landing, but Canelo is not returning much.
He's not landing them. He's not even returning anything. He looks like a pudding. Looks like he's trying to save his energy for the later rounds, but Billy will hammer him in the later rounds. He has to do it this round. Canelo has to do it this round. He has to knock him out.
He's going to rely on power punches, which is evident that's what he's looking for. He's going to have to be busier.
Canelo's not going to win this fight.
All right, Carl, let's hear your scorecard right now. How do you have it through 7 full rounds? 68-66 to Canelo. He had a great start.
68-66. I've got 70-65. They drew the second round. That was a good dig by Canelo though.
Good step back, and now he's holding on. Chris, your scorecard, you've got Saunders ahead.
I've got 68-65 in favor of Billy Joe Saunders. I look at the last couple of rounds, Mark, and you see Canelo landing big shots at each ear.
And look, the right eye of Saunders is showing it. Canelo rallying his troops here at AT&T Stadium.
This is what Canelo does to opponents. He breaks down opponents and looks like really the shot that comes up low.
He's like a matador. Well, that's the power from Canelo. Billy says he's okay, but this is a bad moment for him in this fight. He predicted a KO in round 8 or 9, and he's heating up right now.
I don't like the body language, how he's reacting to the face. Billy Joe Saunders is biting on face there.
That's because he's worried about the power.
Exactly.
He's not sure what's happening with the eye until he gets back to his corner.
And he's breaking the moment in the attack of Canelo. Hugging. He's breaking the distance and still countering back.
Not a straight right hand. Yeah, Billy Joe needs to hit his bell here, get to the corner and regroup. Nice left uppercut from Canelo.
Oh, Billy, get a few jabs in, move about. It's the first decent bat he's had, just give him it. Jab him, man.
Order has been restored. If
Canelo's round, that one. Just because of the aggression. Billy didn't know what to do. Where's my pen gone? First one he's lost. $89.75.
Mexican spice.
Ah, it's alright. Nothing wrong with it, man. You pussy. Said he had to do it that round, didn't I? Billy will take it now.
acting like he's already knocked him out. And it is over. They have stopped the fight.
We've stopped the fight.
They have stopped the fight. It is over. Canelo gets the knockout win. I'm not sure what happened to Saunders. Nevertheless, the pound for pound king with another win.
He hasn't knocked him out.
What?
It's a real shame. And his eye must be really bothering him because he's not the kind of guy to pull out. He was doing so well, he was having success. And for it to end like that, that's disappointing. But the safety of the fighter is obviously great importance.
I gotta tell you, Tom, I'm speechless at that. Billy Joe Saunders may have been winning that fight. And after one bad round, where his eyes started to close, he called it a day.
Yeah, but he must have sensed the onslaught that was coming. The writing was on the wall.
Cold LOL, it's over WTF.
Can't see out of his eye, that's why. He did retire on his stool.
He's more damage than we think. And you've got to consider that. I've had a scratch on my cornea on my eye. It stings, you feel pain, you don't quite know where you are. And to carry on and come out of your corner and fight on with that kind of injury takes a lot. I mean, that will be revealed as the next couple of days go on. But if Billy Joe could have continued, I'm sure he would have done. Because he was doing well in that fight. He was doing well, but he also said that the momentum was shifting, and I had it 4-3. I'm with Chris. This was a competitive, close fight, and I'm shocked that Saunders wouldn't put it in.
Had him all the way. Well, there you go. Viva la Mexico. Said round 8, didn't I? Knockout. Yeah, his eye's pretty bad there, like.
Well, baby Saunders in his corner looked over and saw that Canelo wasn't even sitting on his stool that round. He was waving the crowd up, whipping them into a frenzy. He wanted to go out and get the knockout, but instead, Billy Joe Saunders cannot answer the bell. It is stopped in the corner. It'll go down as a TKO win for Saul Canelo Alvarez.
Viva la Mexico gave him a brown eye.
Well, he has been beaten for the first time now. He'll probably retire now.
He didn't think we'd see the 10th round, Sergio. He told us he'd knock him out before then, and that's what he did. That's exactly what he did. He predicted the round, and they came to fruition. I mean, they must have sensed and felt that the second half of the fight was where Billy Joe Saunders fades, or doesn't have another gear, and Canelo capitalized on that. He's got so many belts he can't even hold them. He just took Billy Joe's WBO super middleweight title. The only one remaining belongs to Caleb Plant. There's going to be a lot of people that are going to say, listen, I think that fight could have gone on. There's going to be a lot of people saying that. I mean, he's getting booed here now, Billy Joe. And I'm not saying the fight could go on, because I know what it's like to have a scratch on your cornea or feel the pain in the back of the eye. You don't know if it's a retinal damage. You don't know what it is, and you have to be careful. Canelo Alvarez, though, deserves all the credit. He stepped it up a level in that round. We'll speculate even more after we hear from Michael Butler.
Well, War Thunder.
At the end of round 8, the winner by TKO victory, and now the unified super middleweight champion of the world, is Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, Saul Canelo.
He missed most of his shots though, he caught him once.
Billy Joe Saunders' corner apparently basically throwing in the towel. Nevertheless, a KO win for Canelo just as he and his
Mexico.
predicted. What kind of reaction will Billy Joe get back in England, Carl? said, you have to take into account the fact that this guy doesn't pull out of fights. He's never lost. He's never shown any kind of quitting through his whole career, amateur or professional.
Let's see that stinging right uppercut there.
It's all it takes. Mike Tyson style.
See Billy there wincing almost straight away, closing that eye.
Yeah, immediately it's swelled up. Let's see as he walked to the corner what went down.
Well, he'll be sitting in his corner thinking, I want to know what this eye looks like, so he'll get some advice from his cornerman. And then he'll be speaking back to him and just telling him, listen, my eye, I can't see. I can't see it, or I'm in horrific pain. So you can worry about your vision, and you know your eyes are important, believe it or not. So I'm hoping that he's done that just for his safety. There really is a problem there, because I'd hate to think that he gets accused of quitting.
I wouldn't go as far as to call it a quit. It was just another gear that was lacking. And like you said, we don't know exactly how he feels or what's wrong with his eye. The eye is very dangerous, but we saw it in an earlier fight with the uppercut to the eye, and those are brutal shots. I mean, they're stinging shots. Let's hear now from the winner, Chris Mannix with Canelo Alvarez.
Canelo, congratulations. You've got more hardware now than you can hold on to. You knew coming in this was going to be a difficult fight. How difficult was it?
Como lo dije, ¿no? La pelea se iba a empezar a desarrollar después del 8 de 7 y así fue, pero no fue tan difícil como lo esperaba. Allí es donde me doy cuenta que mis preparaciones y que sigo mejorando día a día.
Well, you know, as I said beforehand, the fight was going to develop by the 7th to 8th round. It was going to develop, and that's what happened. But it's not as difficult as I expected, and that's where I take notice that my preparation is good and that I improve day by day.
Did you feel like Billy Joe Saunders in those middle rounds was winning any of them?
No. La verdad es que los iba ganando round con round. La verdad es que, como lo dije antes, mi pelea iba a empezar después del 6º, 7º, pero me fui acomodando muy rápido, ¿no? Sabía que esto se iba a dar.
No, not at all. The fight, as I said, I was winning round by round. The truth is, as I told you, my fight would develop after 6th or 7th round. But, you know, I started getting adjusted really quick. I knew that this was going to be the final outcome.
You knew as soon as he missed out, he was getting caught there.
What was your reaction when Billy Joe Saunders did not leave the corner?
La verdad es que lo sabía. Creo que le quebré el pómulo y sabía que ya no iba a salir. De hecho, llegué a la esquina y le dije a Eddie, ya no va a salir a pelear porque le quebré el pómulo y así fue.
You know, I knew it. The truth is, I knew it. I think I broke his cheek, and I knew he wasn't going to come out. And I get to the corner, and I told Eddie, he's not coming out. He's not coming out to fight because I broke his cheek, and that was it.
You have always had interesting game plans coming into fights. What was the game plan coming into this one?
Aquí está Eddie, aquí está el mejor entrenador, que es el que me dice, yo solo me preparo y tú me dices, haz esto, yo lo hago.
I have the best trainer. Here's Eddie. This is the best trainer that I can have. You know, he's the one who tells me I should prepare, and he tells me, do this, and I do it.
You have the best trainer. As you acknowledge the crowd, you have the best trainer, you are the best fighter, and now you have 3 pieces of the 168-pound title. There's one more to go. Is Caleb Plant who you want next?
That's the plan. That's the plan to go for the belt, and I'm coming, man. I'm coming, my friend.
Do you think you can do you think that fight can be made?
I hope so. I hope that fight made easy, and then give the fan that fire. That great Mexican significant fighter in the history.
You've accomplished a lot in your
Boxing,
career.
Sarah?
Tonight,
Don't go swimming and not get wet.
50,000 people, an indoor record in the U.S. came here for you. What does that mean to you?
Hey. Es algo muy difícil de explicar, el sentimiento que siento por la gente, el apoyo que me da, la motivación para seguir mejorando. Esto es por ustedes. Es muy difícil explicar el sentimiento que siento.
difficult to explain. I don't have words. The emotions that I feel for all the people that have come out and the love that they give me, the motivation that they give me to continue on. It's very difficult to explain the emotions that I feel in the moment. But I want to thank everyone. I want to thank everyone for coming up from the bottom of my heart. Thank you.
Congratulations, Canelo, and we'll see you in September.
See you, my man. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. Gracias a todos. ¡Viva México, cabrones!
Well, that's how you celebrate Cinco de Mayo weekend.
Absolutely. Viva Mexico, mofo.
Well, we are here with the man who can make the fight happen that Canelo wants. Eddie, you heard Canelo say, I want to be the unified super middleweight champion. Can you make
Mike Tyson style? What?
The only fight. You know, firstly, I want to thank everyone here tonight for coming out and breaking the record. You know, it's been incredible. Thank you to Jerry Jones and all the team at AT&T Stadium. It's the only fight, Chris. And hopefully Caleb Plant feels the same way. I know you guys saw an interview the other day, didn't mention too much about Canelo, but listen, we want to keep the great times coming in boxing. It's the undisputed, the first Mexican undisputed champion, 168 pounds. It's the one to make in September.
Billy Joe Saunders is a warrior. You're his promoter. What do you make of him not coming out of the corner?
No, he couldn't see. You know, I spoke to Mark Gibbs. He said he couldn't see and he wouldn't let him go out. I thought Billy boxed beautifully. Canelo's so strong. He took his time. Said it's so tricky. But, you know, he busted his eye socket. And then you can see now, going back now, you can see his eye. And, you know, Canelo coming on strong in the back end of the fight. Too good, too good. It was a great performance from Billy Joe Saunders.
He could not see.
You know how difficult big fights are to make. How confident are you that you can make Canelo Caleb Plant? And what's your first phone call?
I think it'll be a rematch.
Ultimately, Canelo Alvarez will fight absolutely anybody. You know who he wants to fight. He told me who he wants to fight. Caleb Plant. It's over to Caleb Plant. We'll speak to their thing, wherever that has to take place. That's the fight that must happen for boxing. The undisputed championship at 168 pounds.
Oh, well, I think I'll go to bed.
Not being funny. Look at this. Look at this. The pound-for-pound stars. You know, him and AJ, the two biggest stars in the sport. We've got a good bit of news coming for you next week as well.
He hasn't had to say this to you yet, but who's next? It's Caleb Plant. Guys,
Thank you, Chris. I know a lot of people watching at home wondered what the scorecards read when that fight was stopped. I've got them right here. Glenn Feldman had it 78-74 for Canelo. Tim Cheatham, 77-75 Canelo, and Max DeLuca also for Canelo, 78.
All the three judges had the Canelo.
Gave 2 rounds to BJ Saunders, Sergio, and 1 gave him 3.
I think Billy Joe Saunders deserves a little bit more credit. It was a close
Yeah.
fight. It was an entertaining fight. But we saw what happened here. This is the power that Canelo carries in those fists, and Saunders just couldn't take it. I mean, I don't go as far as to say that Saunders quit because he was in the fight. He retired. That's the word. He retired his fight because he couldn't continue, and we don't know what the injury.
He didn't retire. The fucking corner retired him.
Into the highlights from this fight. It was probably
The corner retired him. He didn't retire.
thought it would be.
I thought it was entertaining because this is the fight. This is Billy Joe Saunders' MO as a southpaw, to use his angles, to use his pivot. But Canelo was just landing some solid shots, and those body shots, even though they're being blocked, they were having an effect on Saunders, keeping his elbows tucked in to block those shots. But then that opened up the head shots and those uppercuts like that. Saunders had his moments when he was fighting behind the jab, feeling loose with his arms down. He was feeling the flow. Boxing at the end of the jab. But it was those uppercuts that Canelo wanted.
His corner called it.
And the face, and closing the distance, making it hard for Saunders to stay behind the jab. Little by little, those punches will have their effect. Little by little, it took the fight out of a warrior like that right there.
And still, Canelo Alvarez, the super middleweight champion of the world. Let's look at our CompuBox numbers from this fight, which was stopped.
I don't believe the judges were calling that like.
Number 9. Total punches landed 73 for Canelo out of 206 thrown at a 35% clip. Billy Joe with 60 landed on 21%. Power
Yay.
58-30, and Canelo's, I'm sure, hurt a little bit more. No question, Canelo controlled the
punching in this fight. I'm a little bit surprised by the judges. Maybe I'm an outlier here, but I thought Billy Joe Saunders, especially in those middle rounds, was doing some pretty good work. But one thing I learned in a fight like this, in every fight that we do that involves Canelo Alvarez, he is a 12-round fighter. He understands it's a marathon, not a sprint, and he knows that he can keep it up, take care of business, and finish fights when he gets these later rounds.
I know a lot of people are giving Billy
Can't even read that.
for not coming out to start the next round, but you heard what Canelo Alvarez said. He didn't criticize him. He said, listen, I basically broke his face.
Yeah, his corner called it. He didn't quit.
Under my hand. So that gives you a little different perspective, doesn't it?
And yeah, fighter can feel when a punch landed right on the money. It's like that sweet spot.
Yeah, his corner called it. The corner said no. I think Saunders would have carried on, but he wanted to carry on. You could tell the way he walked back the corner. Broke his cheekbone or his eye socket or something. Viva la Mexico!
Caleb Plant does. Caleb Plant moves. Caleb Plant throws a jab. Maybe if you talk to people in Caleb Plant's team, he's got a little bit more pop. They think he does, but I'm not sure if you're Caleb Plant looking at that guy saying there's a path for the victory.
And something interesting that Canelo answered earlier this week. Someone said, "What about Triple G?" Normally Canelo says, "Forget it," but this week he says, "I'd entertain it." If Caleb Plant doesn't want to step up to the plate, how interested are you, and how possible is that fight?
I'm very interested.
What?
I think it is very possible. Look,
how would you know?
Didn't even get a vote.
Didn't get one vote?
No.
Yeah, that. Yeah.
Right. James Ashton, Conservative Party, 700 options for victory, Labour Party, 667.
So she got 573. How many did Conservatives get? Good potato. Oh, it's daylight. Let's get up.
This man is making a case of becoming one of the greatest Mexican fighters ever, but he needs to become undisputed. He's the first one to wipe out that division.
I've just been told Billy Joe Saunders has been taken to a local medical facility with what they believe could be a fractured orbital bone.
Fractured orbital bone, he's done.
Because a fighter can feel in his knuckles when he hits that money spot. And Canelo, if he told his trainer that, he felt that, and we know that Saunders felt it. It's an ugly shot to get hit with, and it's definitely painful.
Before we send it back upstairs, I'd love to get both you guys' final thoughts on what we saw here tonight. I'll start with you, Chris.
I think just another tremendous performance by the #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world, who continues to seek out and take on all the biggest challenges and continues to...
Oh, he only got 166.
So he did get a vote.
Yeah. 3 pounds off, right?
And let's say this about the boxing,
Who did the other one? And my dad?
But when you look around this stadium, it's the indoor boxing attendance record.
Yeah, that was, yeah, she was another.
In a post-pandemic world, boxing is doing okay, at least for tonight.
More than 70,000 inside to support Canelo Alvarez, who has the distinction of not only being the best pound-for-pound fighter in boxing, but also, at least in the U.S., its biggest box office star.
All right, with that, we send it back up to Kate Castro.
Well, his corner pulled him out. What can you do? You can't help it if your corner pulls you out, can you? Adler and fight on.
Scenes with Canelo celebrating with friends and family ringside, and with Carl Froch and Roy Jones Jr. Nice job on the commentary, by the way, Carl. Having watched Canelo up close and personal now for the first time, seeing him live in the ring.
That's a boy you're kissing. Canelo's just kissed a boy.
How strong and powerful he is.
And Adam's apple and everything.
Joe Saunders was able to cope with the shots up until that injury at the end. We're finding out that it's a fractured eye socket. Well, they can't tell that straight away, but that injury is so debilitating. I've seen that throughout my career in sparring, I've seen it in the professional ring. And the fight ends. When that eye socket goes, the fight ends. The fighter can't carry on. So that would make sense. But what a shame it was. What a shame for the fight to be ended that way, because it was so competitive. It was
it was enthralling. I was sitting there scoring rounds for Billy Joe, rounds for Canelo. Mannix had Billy Joe ahead, and it was one of them fights.
All their judges had fucking Canelo heads. I didn't have Canelo head once.
Shame, but you know, Canelo is what he is. He's a powerhouse. He's a dangerous man. And he showed that in the end.
How were you seeing it at that point in time? Because Carl
How many Taffy got?
had Billy Joe Saunders ahead at that point in the fight. But we heard from Carl also at the end of the fight that two of the judges
Is he?
giving Billy Joe Saunders 2 rounds, another of the judges giving him 3. How did you have that?
I really wasn't judging the fight. I thought he was maybe down 1 or 2 rounds.
1,007. 70. Who was the resting Foggy Fires? So she's out. For who? Yeah. Yeah.
We can actually just show some shots as well of Billy Joe Saunders being taken into the ambulance.
How many?
So that he can go and get the injury
Right.
taken out. They're rushing him there now. Suspected broken orbital bone. This is what we're hearing from inside his camp. Carl, he came into this fight an undefeated man. We know the heart he has. He showed that in there tonight, the courage as well and the bravery. How bitter will this be for him? Not just to take the first loss, but to take the first loss in this way.
I think it'll be bittersweet because he performed so well. And it didn't end with him getting knocked out or badly out poisoned or outclassed. You know, the fight ended with an injury because Canelo Alvarez punches so hard. Billy Joe Saunders did himself proud. So that would be a bad loss to swallow, believe it or not.
In terms of Canelo, he's a young man, isn't he, in some ways, but he's old in the game. He turned pro when he was 15. How important was that experience tonight? How did that serve him, his ability to adapt?
That experience is good for him because we knew he had a shirt on that said keep calm, Canelo, something. He knew that it was going to probably take a few rounds to get to this guy because this guy's never lost. You have to take guys like him, like Billy Joe, into that deep water and drown them, and that's what I think Canelo did tonight.
You're a Canelo fan now, Carl?
I've always been a Canelo fan. How can you not be? He's unbelievable. He's fascinating. He's fought everybody. I mean, the guy's a machine. And it was unfortunate there. See that right swooping uppercut. Just as Billy Joe was ducking down, a shot caught him, and that's what can happen in this sport. You know, one shot could be the end of the fight. I mean, it wasn't a knockout, but that's a bad injury.
We've talked about the fact that, 168 is the division that he wants to become undisputed in. He obviously owns the lion's share of that division now, but there is still one man out there, Caleb Plant, who potentially might be watching tonight. What would your message be for Caleb Plant?
Watch out.
He is watching, and do you want to see him take
Watch out, Caleb Plant, because there's another belt that's going to be lost.
Caleb Plant is a great guy, great fighter, a young up-and-coming guy. Doesn't have the experience that Canelo has, but he's still fighting, doesn't have a lot of experience. So what he needs to do is pay attention to Canelo. I think he's southpaw too, as a matter of fact. So that's a good thing for him. Billy gave a lot of things tonight that a southpaw fighter could do. I also want to say happy Mother's Day to all the mothers tomorrow because tomorrow is happy Mother's Day.
Mother's Day tomorrow.
I don't have any yet, actually.
In America.
It's a point of soreness, but I appreciate you anyway. Thank you very much. That was a nice way to end it. Happy Mother's Day to everybody who's out there. Listen, before we do go, we do just want to remind you as well to come back to the Zone app tomorrow. We've got Beyond the Bell, where Chris Mannix, Sergio Mora, a bunch of special guests are going to be breaking down this fight, looking to the future for Canelo and for Billy Joe Saunders. So loads to talk about there. And on May 20th as well, make sure you look out for the premiere of the 6-part docuseries El Presidente, which is a behind-the-scenes story of El Fenomeno, Ronaldo taking over at Spanish football club Real Valladolid. Meanwhile, from us here in Texas, or whether you stayed up or whether you just woke back up to watch this fight, we are grateful for you watching. It's been great to have your company. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
It has been a pleasure. Before we just go, can we also give a quick shout out to Ryan Garcia, who's the Zone family, and we're wishing you all the best. We're with you in mind and in spirit. God bless you. You'll be back soon. There's loads more fights to come on this platform as well on May 15th. You've got rising star Joshua Boazzi headlining in Manchester against Daniel Blender dos Santos. Then you've got the all action Jaime Munguia stepping into the ring against Maciej Sulecki. You can expect fireworks in that one on June 19th. And we will be off to Las Vegas on May 29th as well as Devin the Dream Haney looks to cement his reputation as one of the future stars.
Boazzi versus Blender. It's good Boazzi, you know.
Former 3-weight world champion Jorge Linares. Thanks very much for the company. Good night, everybody.
Good night. See you later. It was a great fight. Billy Jones, I had him out. All on points. Never lost a round to me until the last one. And then that was that. It was all game over. Thanks for watching. Tune in next time. Every time there's boxing I'm going to do this. Peace out. Have fun. Stay safe. And